Ladies and gentlemen, a few days ago, Mr. Museveni said that if we are going to protest, we have to do two things. First was to seek permission from Edith Nakalema. And if we don't do that, that we were playing with fire.
If you have got some good ideas, there was a time when Nakalema some time ago organized us, and on the weekend, on the Sunday when there was nobody on the road, we walked to Kororo and we were talking about corruption. So if you want, contact Nakalema on a day when there is no Sunday, there's no traffic here in the center. At least we can go to Kororo and talk nicely about whatever we want to talk about. But you here, you want to disturb us. You are playing with fire.
You're watching Mordecai Marissa Political Commentary. Please consider subscribing to help grow Uganda's Voices of Struggle ecosystem. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mordecai Marissa. Today marks a new beginning in the political landscape of our country. It is the opening of a new chapter, a chapter that reveals that young people and all Ugandans who have been disenfranchised can look Museveni in the eyes and tell him that we don't need to seek permission from Edith Nakalema. We don't need to be threatened with fire. We can demand what we want to demand, and nothing is going to threaten us. And this is what Ugandans have done. I want to show you the faces of courage, the faces of people that have said, regardless of the threats that have come from the police and Mr. Museveni at the helm, we are going to march to parliament regardless. These are faces of courage. These are faces of heroes, the faces of people who know and who love their country, the faces of people who are not going to be deterred regardless. These are faces of people that deserve our appreciation, that deserve to be protected. These are people that we want to see leading causes in our country. It is a new chapter. All these people have been arrested. They've been sent to prisons, others already remanded. And the only crime they've committed is asking for the Speaker of Parliament, Anita Among, whose name has been seen, mentioned in an avalanche, colossal corruption scandals. That's the only crime they've committed. Not that they've caused chaos, or that they've stolen, or that they've nothing. The only thing they did was marching with placards and say, Anita Among resign. That's their crime. Imagine.
Anita must resign! 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 Anita must resign!
Across Kampala and suburbs, the military has been deployed by Mr. Museveni. Police has been patrolling different parts of the city. But do they realize that the causes we are rooting for are causes that would improve their lives? Are they unmoored, detached from reality, that us who are trying to push forward the causes that would improve their lives are perceived as enemies? Do these people realize it? Do they even pause? Have they been indoctrinated? Have they been manipulated by Museveni agenda and desire for power? Do they realize that when we say Anita should resign, that all that have been involved in corruption scandals should be held accountable? That can improve their lives. I mean, do you know places where these police officers sleep? Have you seen the schools where they send their children? Do you know the kind of hospitals where they send their mothers, their relatives, their siblings? Do they realize this? Why are they extremely detached from reality that they will just follow orders of a man who doesn't care about them? Who does this? What's wrong with our security organs? Do they think that probably one day they will occupy this position of power? Why are they hell-bent on protecting or keeping the status quo? I don't get it. Police officer, would you answer me, please? Look at where you live. Look at where you sleep. How much are you paid? Where do your children go for school? When was the last time your mom received first-class support when they visited a medical facility? Come on. You know, that's a video of a group of Ugandans who marched to parliament a few weeks ago. They went to the parliament protected by the police because they were demonstrating against, expressing their discontent over Theodore Sechikubo, member of parliament from Remiyaga. They were protected, welcomed by the parliament. They were led by a hooligan, a man who I think a year ago, stripped naked and showed the world his buttocks. They were protected. Now, a group of educated young people in Uganda who do not have any weapon apart from placards, just like those guys, cannot be allowed to do the same. The double standards, and the police is accomplice in this game of double standards. Police, really. And this is why the leader of opposition in parliament, Joel Senyonyi, asked, why the double standards?
There seems to be double standards within this, our institution called Parliament of Uganda, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, last week there are some citizens of Uganda that came to Parliament with placards protesting against one of our colleagues, the Honorable Theodore Sechikubo. They came the first day, and he's present in the house. They came the first day, they were ushered into Parliament nicely with their placards. Then they came the following day. They were still ushered in, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, you received them on behalf of the Speaker. You asked that a few of them come to meet you from the group which came to Parliament. And some of us were happy that this Parliament is able to be accessed decently by people who are saying we are peacefully protesting. Today, Right Honorable Speaker, there are some young people who, as we have been witnessing, have been coming to Parliament in similar fashion with placards marching saying they have concerns about corruption in parliament and elsewhere, and they were coming in similar fashion like those ones to come and raise their concerns here in parliament before us and before you, Right Honorable Speaker. Many of them have been bundled up, they have been beaten up, many are in jail. And so I thought, the same way, Right Honorable Speaker, you received those who were protesting apparently against one of our honorable colleagues, you would receive them in similar manner, because they're saying they have concerns as citizens of this country, concerns about Parliament of Uganda, concerns about many government entities, concerns about corruption, Right Honorable Speaker. I don't know why they were not accorded the same kind of treatment, the same kind of respect, because they were not coming to fight. They did not have daggers, knives, or whatever the case might be. They had placards similar to the other one. So I thought, Right Honorable Speaker, you would help us understand. I don't know whether it was an order from your office, maybe not, but at least I saw the other ones, you received them. For these ones, it has not happened. Why, Right?
Exactly. Why the double standards? Why is the law selective? Applied selectively? Why? Will they answer? No. But hey, all these folks can do everything they can to maintain the status quo. But we are reminded of the words from Martin Luther King Jr. The arc of moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. Change takes a long time, but it eventually happens. It will happen someday. And this marks a new beginning towards achieving that change. It is closer than you may think. It is always comfortable, especially when you don't expect things to change. That's when they do change. The most important question will be, what have you done to better your country? My name is Mordecai Murisa. I do really appreciate every Ugandan, faces of heroes that have participated in this march, despite of the threats, despite of what has been done, the deployment, despite of everything. Everyone that has been part and parcel of this, we say thank you so much. For friends who have organized through social media platforms like Twitter X or X Spaces, those ones that have funded folks who have been able to participate, and everyone that has done everything within their own means, we say thank you so much. It's a new chapter. It's a new day towards the change we all desire or want to see. Join me on my social media platforms as we amplify voices of struggle and voices of change in Uganda. You can follow me on my X platform, Twitter, formerly Twitter. You can as well subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mordecai Murisa, and as well on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, whatever works for you. I wish you a wonderful time. I'll make sure I keep you updated with what's going on in our country, especially in the direction of change we all desire to see. Have yourself a wonderful time. Bye-bye.
Did you enjoy what you just watched? I'm going to guess that you did. How about you consider subscribing to Mordecai Murisa YouTube channel? Thank you.